Hello everybody and welcome to the Zenidel. I'm Zen and I just got done making a strawberry pie and I am enjoying a nice cup of honey spiced tea and I'm ready to see what else Monica has planned for today. So we're starting right where we left off, as usual. Monica says, I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Hug, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. Oh, poor you. That's a concern of mine as well. Oh, don't be concerned, Yuri. You're a good writer, so I don't know why you're concerned. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on... Okay, well I guess tea doesn't make you invincible to stuttering, so let's go with this again. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. I can't see a thing. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? Like, when I signed up for a club, I did not expect to have to actually do club activities. So, you know, yeah. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. Really, Yuri. Really, you're letting me down. I'm disappointed in you, Yuri. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago, and yet everybody mocks and always laughs at her poems, and everybody knows that she's an amazing writer. How did they know that if they've never shared their poems until a few days ago? Okay, I think your story's good and all, but you've got a little bit of a plot hole going on there. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. Oh really? But I thought everybody in high school, that is her exact words. I remember them. Everybody in high school thought her poems were stupid. Or didn't take them seriously. But you know, no one's ever heard her poetry before. I guess I kind of overlooked that. Yeah, I guess you kind of did. So I'm sorry. I'll forgive you. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. it yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today, except for me, because my character is in it for the cuties, except for maybe this one, but this needs to expand into like a huge just X right on her face. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to feel the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. They're not so sure about that. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice but to fix everything as usual. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. Yeah, stop being so embarrassed. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. And if our main character is lucky, maybe even more cute girls will join the club. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. It's okay, your poems are like smaller than my pinky, so it'll be over fast. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Yeah, you're in a corner. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. I don't see a podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. You go, girl. She was all nervous, but now she's just ready to get it over with. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. It's alright, you'll get used to it. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Yeah, she's gotta rest. She put in a lot of effort there. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Zen liked it. I guess that's a good sign. Oh, what does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Huh. Don't make me go before Zen. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Zen lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. She's a brat. I get it. I'm used to it. I've accepted it. Let's just go. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Wow, thank you, Monica. Passive aggressiveness to the rescue once more. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Oh yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Huh. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it, like Dr. Seuss. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Ouch. I just hit my mic, so hopefully that didn't make it into the recording. Anyway, Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. If this is how you treat your friends, I do not want to see how you treat other people. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already... Really? Did she just say it doesn't have to be your own poem? Is he gonna just pick someone else's poem? I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all the effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah. Don't get creepy on me. It's no problem. Natsuki's face is just staring at her like, why are you doing that weird pose again? Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, I thought we wanted to impress Yuri, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go? Oh, wrong voice. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys, it's not like that. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be nice, though. Well, I'd much rather be walking home with you, but oh well. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Zen. You don't have to say it. Oh, whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you? Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Walk home with her, oh, duh. But I'm not gonna tell you that, because that'd be rude. You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, duh. I would walk home with Yuri. Oh, walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound because I clicked on that button? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? When did I ever need you? Last time I checked, I was the one cleaning your house. Sayuri, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. Yeah, Sayori does that to people. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. Yeah, but you know, she was literally asking you to pick between her and someone else in the club, which is kind of rude to do. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Yeah, I agree. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? I certainly don't. And we're back to poetry picking. Okay, that was slightly a little bit longer episode, but I hope you guys liked it. Anyway, if you want to see more, consider subscribing so you don't miss anything. I'm having a really great time with this playthrough, let's play, walkthrough, whatever it's called. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful time too. So, I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.